Dun, 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 dun.
I have a llama.
Bonjour, my freaky darlings. It's Benji here. I hope you're all doing okay. So, as you may have guessed by the title of this video, we're going to be looking into the character of Hayden Cross because this is another character chat. You can probably hear Phoebe in the background, so she will be joining us with her presence. There she is! Look!
Oh my gosh, it's Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, there we go. She's very cute. So as usual, my lovely people, the way this video is going to go is that I'm just going to give a little bit of an overview of the character of Hayden. And then we will go into some random questions that have been just literally generated. So we'll find out a little bit more about the character. Ooh. So a little bit about Hayden. So Hayden is literally the last character that we meet. We meet him literally the second from last chapter, so the penultimate chapter. So we aren't given quite a big window in which to understand him a little bit. But if I was to describe Hayden, he is definitely a sensitive, romantic, young, wonderful, kind of cute little character. I do love him so much. Having said that, even though he's at the end of the book, he is the catalyst for an extremely huge, probably the biggest point in the book at the end that determines the ending. Thank you for stroking my stubble.
Yes, this is still happening.
So, a little bit more about Hayden. He is a nurse by profession, so he gets paid rubbish. So he is very much struggling at the moment to pay for his nursing education. He's also trying to do it abroad because he wanted to go for the cheaper option, but it's still expensive, let's face it, no matter where you go. Learning to try and save lives for some reason is expensive. So, he identifies as male, he is American. A few little physical things about him. So he has dyed blonde hair, he has blue eyes, he has black skin, and he is 5'11" in height. 5'11". I don't know what that is in meters because I don't work in that sort of stuff and I can't be bothered. He was born in 1993. That makes me feel old. But because the book it's set in 2014, he would be 21 in the books. So, like I said, Hayden is extremely responsible. In fact, he's the catalyst for the big reveal at the end of the book. This is obviously has no spoilers, so I'm not going to give anything away. His sense of duty and a sense to do the right thing, his morality basically, forces him to step up and have a lot of courage to do something that he wouldn't usually do and reveal a massive bombshell to the group, including Derek, and that's when chaos literally erupts. I mentioned confidence. Hayden is a very placid character. He's quite timid. What he has to do when he knows something is really wrong and he can't hold his tongue, it takes a lot for him for it to build all up inside him before he just blurts out, no, this is what morally is correct, I can't stand back and watch this anymore, something needs to be sorted out. So again, I would say his character is quite timid, quite romantic, and quite just morally good in a sense. Like, he's not a pushover in the fact that he does have a limit. But yeah, so some questions about Hayden. Let's go for it. I have them on my phone, which is so professional of me. I think I say that every time, so apologies, I don't care. So, does your character have any allergies, intolerances, or sensitivities? How dangerous is it? Does this affect their daily life in any way? No, I didn't write anything about that in there. Let's say he has hay fever. That is a pretty common thing. It doesn't really affect his life that much. So, yeah, bit of a boring answer, but apologies. There's nothing that's going to, make him, suffocate halfway through the book. So, yeah. Are they superstitious about anything? Ooh, yes. So, Hayden always wants to do the best job he possibly can, and going into medicine, you're always going to have, A, some challenges, and B, a lot of defeats, because you are going to lose patients multiple times in your career, obviously, if you're a medical professional. Maybe he has a couple of rituals that he does before every single shift just to make sure, and maybe he's the sort of knock on wood sort of superstitious person. Have they broken any rules that they now regret breaking? No, he's quite by the book. However, he does break a rule at the end of the book, which is the massive reveal to the group and the great big chaotic shebang. That is breaking the rules, but he doesn't regret it. He might regret it instantaneously because of the massive blowout, but afterwards, well, we'll see what happens. Does your character dream, or are there nights filled with empty blackness? Morbid. Describe a dream they've had or a night they couldn't sleep, and what do they do to preoccupy their time? Okay, that's multiple questions, but anyway. So yes, he does dream. Pretty much everybody dreams at some point. So because Hayden's quite a romantic person, I would say his dreams are a lot quite down the romantic side. He sees himself in some sort of rom-com where he finds the perfect person to fall in love with. And yeah, that's his aspirations, so they are closely linked to dreams at the same time. I wouldn't say that he would really lose sleep. I'd say if there was like a point in his career where he was very stressed out, which is very common for a nurse or any medical care professional, he would, you know, probably stay up all night. But this is the thing, in that job you need to have like a fresh mind, so he would probably to preoccupy himself in the time, he wouldn't purposefully stay up, he would try and get himself to sleep. So he would probably occupy his time with trying to get back to sleep using different methods. Does your character have any pets? If so, what? If not, do they want any? Yes, he does have pets. Lovebirds. Yay! That's cute! So he has lovebirds because he's such a cute little romantic person. And yeah, I think that's just the perfect pet for him, because that kind of describes him a lot. What is your character's worst flaw? Self-criticism, definitely. He's very hard on himself. And also bottling things in until they kind of explode outwards. He doesn't want to burden anyone ever, so that's why he bottles things in, and he's very critical because he always wants to do the best job he possibly can do, and he's got a high sense of morality too. What is their favourite food and what is their least favourite food? Ooh, okay. Let's say, I think his favourite food would be like aphrodisiac style sort of sensual food. Ooh! So maybe, I think he'd creep out at oysters. But something like, ooh, passion fruits or strawberries, some sort of romantic fruit platter that you would have. Ooh, how sensual. What is their least favourite food? I would say Hayden's pretty much a vegetarian. He's very conscious, like morally, and I think he cares deeply, not just for humans, but for other animals as well. So yeah, he would be a vegetarian, so he wouldn't touch any meat or fish. What is their least favourite fruit? Okay, I'm going to say cheese fruit. If you don't know what that is literally what they put on I'm a Celebrity, where it's so disgusting. So it's just disgusting in general, I think. I mean, I've never tried it, but I've just heard it's disgusting. So let's say Hayden is adventurous, he's quite cultured, and he's tried that at one point and he doesn't like it. What is your character's greatest goal in life? His greatest goal in life, Hayden, is literally, it sounds like very basic and romantic, but it's the truth. He wants to be married and he wants to have kids. He wants to find the perfect person to spend a really happy life with, making them happy, them making him happy, and he wants to have children and have a lovely little happy family life with no stress, pretty much. That's him. What is the thing that has frightened the character the most? Do you think there is anything out there that's scarier than that? What do you think that would be? So yeah, the thing that's frightened the character the most, as in Hayden, is what happens at the end of the book. He's not used to confrontation, let alone the massive explosions at what happens at the end of the book, literally. In a huge, massive fight or battle would be his worst nightmare, but there are obviously worse things out there. Genocide, famine, you know, the really bad, horrible things, which hopefully he will never experience in his life. So that's it, my freaky darlings. I hope you enjoyed another character chat. That's all the characters for Beautiful Night. Oh my gosh! I can't believe we've already got to that point already. Join me for more, because there will be some more character chats from other books that I have done. Please feel free to check them out. So all my books are available on Amazon for paperback copies, which are brilliant. They're also available on Kindle and iBooks and Kobo as well. Please feel free to check them out. I'll put them all in the links below. And have a fantastic day. Farewell.
Farewell.
Good girl.